Welcome to Lightsabers, Jokes, and More. I am your host, Tay Kipanola, and our co-host and producer, Patrick Kipanola.
What's going on today? We're back in the studio. First time in a while.
First time in over 2 months.
Yeah, it's been a while. What have you been up to?
Well, I've been up to a bunch of stuff actually. I'm having my first concert in 2 weeks for a band.
Nice. What instruments do you play?
I play violin and flute.
Are you going to play them both at the same time, or is it going to be two different sets?
There's gonna be two different sides. Our band doesn't have any strings instruments in it. However, we have an orchestra that's only violins, and I'm going to play mine.
Cool. All right, so what do you want to talk about tonight?
Well, I have had very little things to talk about before because I had been running out of what is it called again?
Ideas? Topics? Content?
Yeah, content.
Content.
That's what I've been looking.
So what content do you have for us tonight?
I've been watching the show Mandalorian, which I know, Dad, you have not heard about it.
Mm-hmm. I've heard about it, I just haven't watched it.
Well, it's a Mandalorian bounty hunter, and not like somebody in Mandalorian armor, a real cultural Mandalorian, child of the Death of the Watch, or better known, Death Watch. And they have the full thing of the culture of the Mandalorians. They have armor made of, I don't know what kind of steel it is, but it can withstand a lightsaber. So
they have armor that can withstand a strike from a lightsaber?
I've seen a weapon made out of the same kind of material.
Mm-hmm.
It was used in a lightsaber battle, so meaning that it can be used, meaning it's possible to. Well, it's their meaning. I've only seen one other thing that could withstand a strike from a lightsaber.
What's that?
The scales of a Zillo beast.
What's a Zillo beast?
I think it's they are native to a planet I don't know the name of the planet, although I know it's what the names of the native people. The native people are called the Dugs, and they're pretty much dogs that speak. But they don't have, but they're kind of alien.
Okay.
Anyway, and the Dugs and the.
Are you saying Dugs? Like D-U-G-S?
Yes.
Okay.
The Dugs have the ancestors were devoured by these Zillo beasts. However, there's only one thing that can kill a Zillo beast: the fuel that the Dugs harvest.
The fuel that the Dugs harvest? What is that?
I don't know what kind of fuel, except it's just deadly poisonous to the Zillo beast.
Okay.
But either way, they may have replicated that, but it's a kind of steel that was smelted in an Imperial forge, and if I'm correct, the Empire destroyed Mandalore using the Death Star, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
You would find out more about that.
I'll have to look into it.
You might see it happening in the movie Rogue One.
Okay.
It's actually how the rebels gained those Imperial plans for the first Death
Gotcha.
Star.
Rogue One. I'll put it on my list.
Yeah. And anyway, so surviving Mandalorians, they went underground, going up there one at a time. It is just. So they've been in hiding. Most people don't even know that they're still alive.
The Mandalorians have been in hiding?
Yes. However, the bounty hunter called Mando he got new armor made from the new kind of I call it like an intruric, in, steel because it's indestructible.
What do you call it? Interstitial?
Intersteel,
Intersteel?
because it's indestructible, or steel really.
Okay.
So I'll have to look into it and see what the name is.
All right. That sounds like something we should look into.
Yeah.
What else you got on your agenda tonight?
Well, you're teaching class.
Mm-hmm. I meant for the podcast. What do you want to talk about?
Actually, well, this is really what I want to talk about for now.
Okay.
Oh, I almost forgot about it. If you watched any of the shows of the Clone Wars, if you watched all the episodes, you would have found out in the beginning of season 7, we get introduced to Clone Force 99.
Tell me more.
They're called most of them they're usually called the Bad Batch. Experimental clones with desirable mutations. Hunter has heightened senses. A place like the Cyber Center, he can feel the vibrations from anywhere around the planet. Tech has heightened knowledges and his very own, and he I don't know what, and has he was probably given a larger brain which can contain more info. And however, there's Crosshair. Crosshair, however, can shoot.
Crosshair sounds like someone that would be a really good shot. Is that the case?
Yes, and he's also Crosshair actually has his own. You know those like the when you see that little cross around a scope?
That's the crosshair.
No, it's literally around his eye. He has that same exact.
Well, I'm saying that cross is called a crosshair.
Well, a cross.
His is built into his eye.
Actually, he has a little tattoo that's literally a crosshair, and
Gotcha.
also it's built into his eye. He only needs a little bit of help from a scope, and then, bam, he could shoot a droid probably from a mile away.
Wow, a mile?
Yep. Also, he can shoot a bomb in midair.
It's pretty impressive.
The last one is Wrecker. He like Wreck-It Ralph. He is extremely strong. He can lift a Republic gunship up, and when he does, next thing you know, boom.
Boom.
Do we have a blowing up thing on there?
We do not have a blowing up sound pad.
We really need to get one.
We'll work on it. Do you remember which one's the lightsaber?
Now, of course, we also and Crosshair, however. But Crosshair eventually starts training stormtroopers, while the rest of the Bad Batch is against him. Clones have control chips. And there's one more that was recent. Was the newest of the Bad Batch. An old ARC trooper named Echo, who was thought to have died in the Citadel, was captured by. Thank you.
Did that go into your headphones?
Yes.
You heard it loud?
Yes.
That's weird. I didn't hear it loud.
Nope.
You heard it again?
Yes.
That's weird. Anyway, continue. Sorry.
I was trying. So, Echo was an old ARC trooper thought to have died in the Citadel. He was captured by separatists, and his freedom was taken from him. He was turned into part droid, part man, and he was relaying intel to the separatists. However, he didn't even know what he was doing. He was going through his memories. When his eyes kept flashing before his eyes over and over again, because he had the memory of being in the Citadel and thought seeing fire everywhere. Last thing he saw. Next thing you know, he's being freed by Captain Rex. But next thing you know, he's also now, since he's part droid, he's now no longer a regular clone. So he joined the Bad Batch.
How do you feel about that?
Well, that's actually quite cool. But then he makes up for the fact that Crosshair is no longer with them and had his control chip signal heightened and no longer has his rights anymore. So, I think that's pretty much all I got so
That's some
far.
good info. I did not know any of that stuff you just told us about.
Well, I have still a lot more to learn, but for now I've blown through pretty much everything I have. So,
Awesome. Any other current events you want to tell the people about?
anyone who's listening, please come to our gym. I know Zach, Tyler, Nico, Allie, and Maddie. If you guys are listening, please, I just want you to know that thank you for watching for watching my videos at one point or another. You see that red subscribe button below? Make it gray. Please press it, make it gray, and leave a like below. And be sure to enable those bell notifications on the subscribe button.
All right, Tay. Awesome podcast. Let's get out of here.